Pero yung nandun sa sa official website ng DPWH, sumabog daw yung computer.
Official Facebook nila.
Ayun, official Facebook page na sumabog daw yung computer.
Really?
What?
Conveniently, after all of the things that's happening right now with DPWH.
Ayun.
This happens.
Yes.
The timing, it's very coincidental. Oh, what?
No.
So very unfortunate. Oh, good Lord.
Iniwan nga rin nila naka-on yung PC in the first place. Diba?
Ang
Bakit
question
sasabog
doon is,
yun
sumasabog ba ang computer?
Yun nga tatanong ko.
Iiwan mo
Sasabog
yung
ba
PC
yun?
ng 2 linggo, hindi sasabog yun.
Exactly. Sa call center nga, like ilang days na naka-on yun 24/7.
Pasukan naman natin yung data ng AI usage sa Philippines. Kasi yung Philippines daw ranks 6th globally in chat GPT usage.
According sa isang SNK manager, there's one hole for each frustration of our employees. May
Expound.
Expound? Yeah.
Yes.
Ayaw mag-assume. Yeah.
Emphasis on the pounding.
Yes.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Pinoy Gamer Podcast /News Update. So sa show na to, pag-uusapan natin ng gaming updates, controversies, anything gaming related, anime, geek fandom, at mga tech-related stuff. So kung gusto nyo sumali sa aming discussion, we are available every Friday or Saturday sa Pinoy Gamer Twitch channel and sa aking Shell Valete Facebook page. Ayan. So, ang mga topics natin for this podcast ay mga sumusunod. DPWH Exploding Computer Units. Isa pang pag-uusapan ay ang one hole for each frustration. Metal Slug developer reveals yung SNK Tradition. Isa pa ay about sa PH ranks among top global internet and AI users based on digital 2026 report. And gusto namin malaman ano ang thoughts nyo about remakes at ano bang mas prefer nyo? Original or yung mga remake. Pag-usapan natin yan mamaya. And of course, meron po tayong guest interview with the Timeless Gamer Show. So, ayan. Ang pag-usapan natin. And, kung gusto nyo pong maging guest, at of course, may guest po kami ngayon. Ayun. Let us know para ma-arrange po namin to. And, yung mga shoutouts po ibigay namin sa dulo ng video. So, stay tuned, guys. So, before we start, I would like to introduce my co-host, Sides.
Hi guys, Sides, 50% girl dad, 50% stay-at-home husband, 100% geek. Hello.
And I'm Shell Valete, aka Pearly Shell, ang inyong correspondent dito sa Pinoy Gamer. Single pa rin ngayon, 2025. Hi guys, hello po. And ang guest po natin, dalawa sila from Timeless Gamer, si Sir Jo.
Yo, what up peeps? We are the gamers that rock the flamers. Representing Timeless Gamer Show, Joe RPG here, and of course, the beast from the east coast of the US, Sir Joe.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are. Si Joel Baklit ito, nabanyagin niyo yung Facebook page, but I don't stream as much on Facebook anymore. I stream on Twitch, on Kick, on Rumble, and I'm very, very happy to be here. Very honored to be guesting in the Pinoy Gamer Podcast. Maraming salamat sa pag-invite sa amin.
Thank you.
Thank you din po sa pag-join sa aming podcast. And lastly, si Zero.
Yes, so nga pala si Zero yung OJT for today. So if meron tech issues, send nyo dun sa website support. Doon, ayusin natin dun. Okay? Yeah.
Sana
hourly rate mo nga pala, Zero. Anyway.
Yan.
Hourly
rate? Free. OJT eh.
OJT.
We will keep in mind.
Yes.
We'll keep that.
Okay. Sakto. Pwede ka update yung resume ko. Okay.
Tingnan natin kung paano nyo iti-take tong information na to. Kasi naglabas ng article si News Bytes na sinamarize nila yung Digital 2026 report galing sa Meltware and We Are Social. Kinuha lang natin yung pinaka-important para sa atin. 83.8% of Filipinos are now active internet users, with the country ranking 12th globally in total number of users. So, sabi din sa report,
kaya pala dami nagko-comment. Madami mga hater. Yung pala yun.
Sige, dagdagan pa. Ayun, sabi mo nga, maraming nagko-comment. Kasi sabi din sa report na to, yung mga Filipinos daw are the most engaged. Tapos, they spend an average of 54 hours per week online. So, lampas pa yun sa 40-hour work week.
Kaya,
Silang online.
I mean, did they mention the percentage of the users, the user age groups?
Ay,
What the
actually,
percentage of
yun
the-
ang ano.
Because
wala,
I can
parang wala.
imagine
But
kung ano
anything
yung
like that?
breakdown ng demographic dito na gumagamit.
Yeah, because I'm hearing a different story about kids
Mhm.
being so illiterate in the Philippines right now.
Yun ang big question kasi namin na
I mean, they can use the internet, sure, but they cannot really do math.
Yeah.
Might
Feeling
They
ko
can't
ganun
even
siya.
read, right?
Yeah, yung mga bata nga tinuturuan ko sa Sunday school namin sa parish namin can't even read cursive. Yung script, yung kapag
Yeah.
nagsulat ako ng script sa whiteboard namin, sabi ko, sige, can you guys read this? Hindi nila mabasa.
Yikes.
serious? Grabe naman.
Seryoso?
Yung ganun.
I mean, kapag print na sinulat ko, nababasa nila.
Kaya.
Pero kapag yung script, yung
Cursive,
yung,
yeah.
the cursive, hindi nila mabasa.
Yeah.
Dagdagan mo pa ng
that's
Roman
basically moon
numerals,
speak.
mababaliw na yung mga yan.
Yun na. Ang grabe.
Yikes.
Anong age group?
Yung mga students na tinuturuan ko are mga 11-12 years old na pre-confirmation.
Alam.
Dapat ibalik yung palo eh.
Uy.
No, seriously though.
Grabe, 11, 12.
Pero
Regarding the study, pinag-isipan ko, siguro malaking bagay din is yung global internet users, there's also the chance na they do it for research sa pag-aaral nila, ganun yun, no?
What, all
AI
of those
users
guys are
pag-
using Wikipedia and ChatGPT. I don't really
Exactly.
count that.
Paggawa ng report
yes,
nila,
yeah.
ganun. Diba? O kaya,
GPT.
yung
Yeah,
mga
pwede natin
after hours
pasukin
users.
yan. Pwede natin
Although-
pasukan yung data niya.
Although I will admit, I have been using AI to do our thumbnails though.
Totoo yun.
It's a tool. Again,
It is a
AI is a
tool.
tool.
Yeah.
It's a
Mm.
tool.
But not a crutch,
Okay lang
guys,
yun.
okay?
Yeah.
Think creatively.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Totoo
So
yun.
dagdag pa tayo doon. Meron din note dito yung study na 85% of Filipinos are on YouTube.
And that's true.
Real
kasi-
shorts, yung mga ano.
Yeah. Sa totoo lang, pinalitan na ng YouTube yung television sa amin dito. Totoo lang, kinausap ko na yung cable provider namin kasi nakapackage kami. TV, internet, at saka the landline. Sabi ko, pwede mo pakitanggal na lang yung cable TV kasi hindi na namin ginagamit. Sabi na, please sir,
Same.
wag ko na yung tanggalin. Libre na lang namin sa inyo. Kailangan namin yung numbers. Kasi lahat ng mga tao nagkakalunan sa Roku, sa YouTube, sa
Netflix,
Amazon
yeah.
Fire
Mga
Stick.
cable cutting na sila basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Board cutters. So, tawag sa kanila. Oh, yeah.
True.
And I'm
Kind
not
of paints the
surprised
picture
naman.
that
Yeah.
Filipinos have nothing better to do aside from the internet
Mhm.
and
That's
YouTube
true.
I mean,
and Facebook
bago matulog, YouTube. Nasa CR,
or
YouTube.
Twitch
Yung
or
basically,
TikTok or
oh.
Instagram.
Or
Doom scroll.
website, or the website that starts with PH. Yung
Nasa top ranking din tayo dyan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, actually, oo.
Buti na po
Top tayo dyan.
Audition, no?
Top tayo doon.
Filipino hub.
Boy.
Something that
Yeah.
rhymes with hamster.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Grabe.
Yeah.
May fans, may gap, may fansly. Yes, there's more.
Yeah.
But
Men of culture
more
unite, huh?
Kulang.
People of culture. My
True.
brothers
Ayun
and
na,
sisters
sorry
in
na
Gooning.
nakalimutan na namin yung pag-hold back namin. So, we're slipping into our
Go lang.
Ay, go.
Go lang.
That's
Okay.
very good. Ayan. Tapos actually, since mahilig ang Pinoy na mag-top sa mga ganitong sabi nga sa PH site, top din ng Pinoy. Kasi dito, yung 85% of Filipinos on YouTube makes the Philippines the top YouTube user in the world.
Really?
Tapos, 82.2% naman active sa TikTok.
Ay, totoo yan.
Ay, yun ang
Younger
bawal sa
generation kasi. Yes.
Yun ang bawal sa bahay ko. Hindi na pinagbawal ko yung TikTok sa bahay.
Ay, same.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Dami kasing nagbebenta din dyan and mga nagla-live sell, mga gumagawa ng content for products na talaga. Parang naging online online selling platform yung TikTok.
I wouldn't be surprised kapag si Joren naban niya once na ready na yung anak niya na manood ng mga
Oh no, like she's 3 years old and she's constantly on YouTube
Well, just
watching
make sure that-
freaking Coco Melon and Miss
Ay,
Rachel
naku,
on the
yeah,
loop.
Buti tapos na ako dun. Tapos na ako dun.
Nag-set up ako
12
ng
na yung
YouTube Kids para sa YouTube Kids para doon sa anak ko para doon siya maganda. Tapos filtered lahat ng niya.
And
Buti
besides,
nga.
Filipino, and besides, to all of you Filipino parents out there, okay, every once in a while, turn off your internet, Wi-Fi, see how that 86% plummet.
That's true.
Let's see.
Nababaliw sila, no?
And-
Hindi mo nila naman gagawin.
And thank
Signs
goodness
of an
the
addict,
era of Ryan's
basically.
world is done. Thank goodness the era of the Ryan's world is already
Let them touch grass every once in a while, okay?
Yes. Agree ako doon. Again, mahilig magtap ang Pinoy. So, Filipinos also rank second globally in time spent watching online videos for over 20 hours per week.
Where are you
Holy
guys
cow,
getting the
talaga.
money for this?
Really?
What are you? DPWH contractors? What are you? Huh?
Yun!
Where are you
Gusto ko yung
getting
hirit
the
na yun.
money to
I
get the
like
mobile
that.
data for this?
Which
eh?
is a good segue.
Which is a good segue.
Last
later.
pa mamaya pa.
Sayang
Meron pa tayo
Segues
gano.
pa.
Pero, yeah. And nabanggit ka rin ni Joe RPG yung AI, ChatGPT. Pasukan naman natin yung data ng AI usage sa Philippines. Kasi yung Philippines daw ranks 6th globally in ChatGPT usage.
6th? Okay.
Yeah,
GPT
6
lang
because
yun, hindi
our
pa
assignment and our
Gemini.
homework are
Ayan,
that hard.
hindi pa ARIA,
Mhm.
hindi pa Open AI. Marami pang ibang mga AI tools dyan.
ChatGPT,
Yeah.
could you answer my homework?
Tapos pagdating
Ayan,
sa
actually,
workforce,
probably,
kausap na yung book.
hindi na alam.
Wala na. Oo.
Tatanungin din si
Produce-
ChatGPT.
who
How
killed
can I
Lapu-Lapu?
answer this?
Who killed
Okay.
Magellan?
Produce this spreadsheet. I want this trial balance done by the end of the day. Patay. Wala na. Okay.
Yeah, wala na siya.
Mhm.
So, additionally dyan, yung nabanggit kanina na probably using ng mga students para sagutin yung nila, yung mga assignments nila or projects nila. 42.4% of individuals are aged 16 and above. So,
There you
start
go.
sila ng 16.
So that's basically how
So-
what, high school, college?
High school,
college.
College.
Okay, I can see that.
And ito yung very surprising dito para sa akin kasi it's far above the global average of 26.5. Nasa 42.4% lang ang Philippines. 26.5 lang ang global average.
Okay. So I
Homework ka?
imagine...
Kaya nga. Yung main reason dito. Homework,
Tsaka sa
thesis,
tingin-
at kung
Tsaka
ano-ano
yung mga
pa.
nag-work kasi talaga, ginagamit na
Yeah.
talaga yung
Is-
ChatGPT.
Yeah, isa
And
pa rin
most
yan.
likely,
Yes.
pati yung teacher.
Yeah, tama. It makes sense. Certified by DICT ba yung yung report na yun? The Department of Information Communications Technology.
Pero ang
Yan.
nakakalungkot lang, sana, di ba kung nag-research sila, yung iba kasi feeling ko hindi na nila binabasa. Yun yung nakakalungkot. Kumbaga, nag-extract lang sila ng information, hindi na nila kinukonsume. Yun yung
Makes sense,
malungkot
makes sense.
na nangyayari ngayon. Kaya yung iba,
That's
hindi na talaga sila knowledgeable about dun sa mga research nila or about sa kung ano man, kung
That's
sa
true.
work
Para
nila.
di may
Defense mo sa
pass.
kanya, no? Mamamorob
Eddie, let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Oral
Mm.
recitation right there, upright and center. Come on.
Yeah,
Game.
that's true.
Sana.
Graded recitation.
Read to me what
Puro
you
ganun
wrote.
lang.
Yeah. You have to remember.
Paki-defend.
Yeah. Oo. Kailangan siguraduhin mo na alam mo yung material. Kasi pagdating mo sa harap-harapan na, ang gagawin mo,
Wala.
bring up mo yung phone mo, ganun, tapos
Yeah.
babasahin mo.
Yeah, it's
But
okay
But it's
to
very
use-
alarming for Philippines na usage yung nangyayari dito. So kung age bracket siguro is mga nasa mga parang 30 plus, understandable na for for work purposes.
Work purposes.
Pero to sa 16 and
Pero
above.
16.
Oo.
Yeah.
So ano yung may produce ng natin yan, education system natin after ng 16 years old na to.
Yeah, pagdating mo sa
So-
workforce, like I said, malaking question kakayanin mo yung pressure ng nasa trabaho.
Capability. Yeah.
Like for the sake of graduating lang, ito yung gagawin nila dito.
Actually,
So,
yun.
Kaya nga
yung
yun.
dun.
Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina. Okay lang na gamitin nila to extract information kasi mas madali naman talaga mag-research. Pero dapat i-consume din nila. Kumbaga i-absorb nila yung mga information na nakukuha nila. Yun sana yung maging
Very good
talaga
Very good.
use nito.
Pero yeah, bato natin sa mga audience. What do you guys think this means? So let us know in the comments. So basahin mo yung mga comment sites.
Madaming comments ngayon. So,
Piliin mo na lang. Piliin mo na lang.
oo nga, kaya tinitignan ko siya dahil kasi sa culture kaya mga Pinoy attached sa YouTube basta may picture at tube. Okay.
Walang tube niya.
Oo nga, ibang tube, tsaka yeah. Tapos, Shadow Games, GG ang nanay at tatay ko kapag wala na cable. Di nila talaga maintindihan ng technology, especially internet and phone, sabi ni Shadow Games. Jomorot, sabi niya, pag natutunan nila ang YouTube, GG na ang cable nila. Okay, nagbalikan yung ano. Ayun, di pa nga daw kasama ang Gemini at Copilot, sabi ni Torns Hub.
Torns Hub.
Torns Hub. Torns Hub.
Ay, nako, Diyos me. Alam na natin kung ano umaandar sa zero.
Ay, man of culture
Yes.
yan talaga.
Of course.
I am the culture.
Ay, sabi mo pala siya.
I was born in the culture.
Or the culture has produced me. Diba?
Ayun, pwede. Actually, that makes sense din.
Yes,
Tama din yan, tama. The culture has produced me, yes. Wala na problema sa paggamit ng AI basta tamang paraan at tamang diskarte, sabi ni Jomarot.
No, I mean,
Si Torns Hub.
it's okay because it's nice to know that the Filipinos are being recognized as what technologically in tune, but what does it say to the individual himself, right?
Yes.
That's true.
Because what
Makes sense.
a few years ago, with the brain drain, all of our best workers going to abroad, we're being renowned to be as what very intelligent, intelligent and very diligent workers. If Filipinos are being like this, if we are letting them to be cultivated mainly using AI for everything else, then it might paint us bad in the long run.
Very true, very
That's
true. I have to admit, when I meet up with Filipinos here in the US, one of the things that they always say is their employers, their colleagues, their coworkers always say, we love working with Filipinos because they're so pleasant to work with. They learn so quickly. Ang dali nilang matuto ng mga bagay-bagay. Marami silang alam. And that's the reason why whenever they know that a Filipino is applying for a job, they almost always prioritize them dahil madaling turuan. Tsaka madaling gumamit ng technology. Pero like Joe says, if it turns out that this dumps down the workforce going forward, that's gonna be a problem.
True.
Alright, so masyadong maraming comments eh. Skip tayo. Tayo sa next topic. Guys, paano kaya nagre-relieve ng stress?
Mashiranui.
Ano yan?
For Joe.
I answered so fast. Mashiranui. No, I just saw
Mashiranui.
Mashiranui.
Ayun na, goes straight into the spank bank for Joe for what he showed me. Anyway.
Helped me with a lot of my stress back when I was during my younger days. Yes.
Yes. And that's in Joe's case. In my case,
Mashiranui, Morgan, Felicia, among all else.
Nice.
Walang 2B dito.
Oh, and the
guys.
Blue Girl.
Okay, La Blue, Orosuko Doji, at mga Bible
Bible
Black.
Black.
Alright, sa mga nakakalam,
I love kay Zero
Bible
pala.
Black's too modern.
Hindi ko
mga
alam
verses
dati.
po yan sa yan.
Sa mga nanonood,
Yeah.
kung wag nyo lang i-search sa Google kung ayaw nyo
Yeah.
yung history.
Ayoko na i-search yung mga yan dati. Napahamak
Pero
ako nung search ko yung La Blue Girl na yan. Hindi ko alam.
Pwede nyo i-search pero i-on nyo lang yung
Yeah.
antivirus.
Incognito.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Incognito,
Pero guys-
antivirus. Ganun. Okay.
Related na sa gaming kasi apparently yung SNK creators ng Fatal Fury, in-allow daw nila yung mga mga employees nila ng parang unusual na stress relief. Back ito nung 1990s. According sa isang SNK manager, there's one hole for each frustration of our employees. May,
Expound. Yes.
Ayaw
Ayaw muna tayo
mag-assume
magsalita.
Ayaw.
Emphasis on the pounding.
Yes. The emphasis
Mukha
on
na dun yan sa pounding na route. Kasi it's not the hole na you're thinking. Kasi yung SNK office walls daw had numerous fist-shaped holes in the drywall where the devs punch to vent their frustration. So sinasapakan na.
Fist
Fatal
holes.
Fury style.
Fist holes talaga.
Yeah. Chairman nila, hindi daw siya upset dun sa mga damage yun. Actually, he's glad na may full of energy ang aking mga talents sa company ito. Pero ganun yun,
So
It's
they
not
were
the hole
not
that you think.
holes.
Well, you know what?
for
I
glory.
mean,
So
our
talagang
alternative
meron. May
our alternative is much less violent. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
And much more
For a
productive. or
stress
reproductive.
reliever,
Anyway.
seriously, Japan. Okay.
More messy.
Yes.
A little bit messy, but come on,
more messy.
SNK, guys, you got Leona, you got Athena, you got Mai Shiranui, you got Blue Mary. What
So
the hell?
na-translate yung
Punching
fighting
walls?
game na ginagawa nila in real life, no? Sinasapak nila yung wall.
Oh, yeah.
Dapat gumawa sila ng doon, ng parang side content rin. Imbis na car, yung wall lang sinusuntok.
Yung para sa Street Fighter, no, yung bonus,
Yes.
yung bonus level na sinisira yung sasakyan.
So please do channel your inner Terry Bogard, okay?
So, yung tradition daw na to, rubbed off dun sa
Rub
Metal Slug team. Rubbed off, basically.
Rubbed off.
Kasi si
Nice
game
words.
designer na si Kazuma Kujo left a huge hole using naman yung kanyang flying kick of rage. So, sinipa naman niya yung sa kanya. Si Kujo attempted to cover the damage with the calendar, falsely claiming na nahulog daw siya sa upuan. Ganun.
Quick question,
Tapos
what are they
nauntog
doing
siya.
with the holes? Are they using the holes for anything else, or do they cover the holes?
Most likely for punching lang daw. Yeah.
So if there's like an
ang tanong
actual
dyan,
hole, we don't use it for
Tumagos
anything
pa.
else.
Tumagos pa sa pader.
Sa kabila, no? Sa kabilang office. Yeah, unfortunately, hindi
We're
niya
gonna
na-disclose
speak there.
yung information. Hanggang hanggang sutukan lang dun sa wall. Yeah. Pero so far, yun nga, okay lang naman daw dun sa management nila. I'm not sure kung sa current climate natin or sa current industry natin, pwede pa ba to? Pasok pa ba to? Gagawin pa kaya nila to?
Applicable pa nga ba siya sa ngayon? Sa industry ngayon?
Hindi, matatawagin ka ng HR. Sabi na, napaka-toxic mo. Ganun.
Ayan, sige.
Ano mangyayari?
Si Tornshab muntik ng maging yung pangalan yata niya
Muntik na. Sorry.
pati talaga pusa Sir Joe, sabi ni Tito Popoy.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha ha, la blue girl.
Yan yung mga tito
Ang
kapag binanggit mo tapos natango ka, alam mo na yun.
Alam mo na.
Alam mo.
na.
Nagkaalam.
Titingin ka na lang, titigil na lang kayo, no?
Tinginan tapos tanguan na lang kayo. We understand each other, yes. Yeah.
No words
The
have to
Council
be
of
said.
Gentlemen approves. Yeah,
Yun.
Go ahead, Shell. You were asking a question.
Wala siya bigla.
Wala siya
Wala.
bigla.
Nahiya.
Oh shit! I forgot about cool devices. Yes.
Malabas yung mga listahan natin.
Sige, offline exchange ng mga material. Okay, sige.
Mamaya, drop tayo ng mga codes.
Sige.
Wow channel.
Game
alam
share
ko rin
codes,
yan.
yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Another open secret ng mga Pilipino. 12 o'clock. Friday ba? Saturday?
12 o'clock ng Saturday. Lagi yan. Yes.
May
Okay,
guys. Di ako pwede lumabas eh.
Okay, moving on. Nabalitaan niyo naman siguro yung no? May sunog. Nagkasunog sa isang office sa Quezon City. Yung office na yon is under the DPWH. Specifically, the Bureau of Research and Standards. Note natin na yung Bureau of Research and Standards or BRS, key ng DPWH office na responsible for material testing and setting technical standards for government infrastructure. Yun ang trabaho ng office na yun. Nasunog siya. So, hindi ba na-test yung material or hindi na-set yung technical standards ng building nila? So,
May nakalimutan eh.
Seriously. Either there is something there that you don't want anybody else discovering, like I don't know, all of the 90s porn in there. Maybe your La Blue Girl,
Yung
maybe
browser
your
history
devices
kasi ng isang
collection
employee
in
eh.
that computer. You know what? I mean, you know what? Setting it on fire, allegedly. Okay, they could have just took out the hard drive or just took out the computer somewhere else, replaced it with something else. Really, fire hazard? Setting it on fire.
Claim insurance on it. You can't claim insurance on just taking out the hard drive. If you set a fire to the building, then you don't just destroy the material. You can also claim insurance.
I don't think they're smart enough to even do that.
May surplus tayo next year eh. Saan natin gagamitin para ayusin natin yung bagong infrastructure ng building.
Sorry, our computer broke down, sir. It burned to ashes. Can we request for another one? How much is gonna cost this time? Give or take 2,000.
Yung kailangan natin lagyan ng art ng 509
i7, AM Ryzen.
Yeah.
Hindi na, ganun ginawa nila last time dun sa server nila.
yung 10 million server, yung 10 million pesos, yung 10 million
And then
pesos
meron na
server,
naman after nun,
yung laptop
ROG
naman,
laptop
yung 930,000 na limang
So,
laptop naman.
ano
yung
research
ginawa nila.
Gaming.
Doing the dark
For
ages.
academical purposes.
Yeah.
Pero kasi ang initial report nila daw, actually medyo magulo kung alin yung nauna or alin yung first or second report. Basta yung isang report ang sabi, meron daw sumabog na computer. Kaya nasunog yung building. Sumabog yung computer. Tapos meron na namang isa na lumabas, faulty wiring naman daw. So, pero yung nandun sa sa official website ng DPWH, sumabog daw yung computer.
Official Facebook nila. Yan.
Ayun, official Facebook page na sumabog daw yung computer.
Really?
What?
Conveniently, after all of the things that's happening right now with DPWH.
Ayun. Yes,
This happens.
Yes.
The timing, very coincidental. Oh, what?
Very-
no.
So very unfortunate. Oh,
Convenient.
good lord.
Yes.
Thank God no
Yes.
one got hurt. Just the computers. Oh no.
Ah,
Oh no.
Walang tao sa loob. Walang tao sa loob. Walang so...
Wait lang.
Please make
Oh,
sure it
shit.
looks like an accident.
Ang ko lang, bakit iniwan nga rin nila naka-on yung PC in the first place? Diba?
Ang
Bakit
question
sasabog
doon is,
yun eh?
sumasabog ba ang computer?
Yun nga
Kahit
tatanong ko.
naman iiwan mo
Sasabog
yung
ba
PC
yun?
ng 2 linggo, hindi sasabog yun.
Exactly. Sa call center nga, like ilang days na naka-on yun 24/7. Wala pa naman sinasabugan na call center. Parang yun na nga. Ang inaano ko kasi din, kung may tao naman dun sa building na yun, kung may sumabog man, pwede nilang patayin yung
Wala daw.
sunog or
What?
diba?
So what? So who made this
Conveniently,
computer?
wala.
Samsung?
Wala daw tao.
Diba ang weird nung nangyari?
Yung lithium battery niya, ganon.
Maybe it was Samsung lithium batteries. Yeah.
Yun nilalagay sa
Dahil-
airport, sa aeroplano, yung mas masabog na Samsung. Gano'n. Yung sa PSU daw niya, yung brand LPG, kaya sumasabog.
Gasol yung brand nung power supply niya. Pero let's be a bit diplomatic kasi may mga naging issue naman talaga na may mga PSU na sumasabog, specifically gigabyte CPUs siya. Pero ilang years ago na kasi yun na may
Capacitor lang yung
lumabas
sumasabog
issue
eh. Tapos small pop lang sila, parang popcorn lang eh. Hindi siya yung sasabog na
hindi siya pag tumabog siya, masusunog yung bahay mo. Hindi siya ganun.
Uusok ng konti siguro. Ganun. No?
Unless you douse it with water, I don't see this happening.
Weird
Tsaka
talaga. Weird talaga.
Naka-on siya, no? Naka-on siya, no? So, ibig sabihin may nagda-download ng torrent
may
siguro.
may nagda-torrent.
Download torrent, yeah.
Again, being diplomatic, nagka-issue din ng mga yung power connector ng mga bagong PSU, yung mga 12 volt power na pagkamali yung pagkakasaksak sa
Nagme-melt
GPU.
yun eh. Yun.
Baka daw baka umover yung melting, masunog
Nagme-melt siya if mataas yung consumption or yung power usage. Pero
yung
if
hatak
naka-idle
yung
naka-render
Hindi
siguro,
dapat.
no?
Baka naman nagre-render sila, di ba? May mga
But still, this is DPWH. You would think they would have planned this like before.
Planning.
There are-
What
there
are
are
they
films
planning?
Na-plan nila.
For this kind of thing.
Mukhang na-plan nila. Allegedly.
This is planned, okay?
Gamit ito, word of the day, allegedly. Lalo na sa mga.
Allegedly.
Oo.
Let's call the bullshit out, okay? Let's not be about this.
Yeah, nasa immune kami, nasa
May message
kami.
na naman
Pwede namin
tayo
sabihin
from a
yan.
government employee after nito.
Oo.
Gusto ko
sorry
yan.
na lang.
I mean, Sir Joel's not paying attention, but
Oo nga.
Sir Joel's not paying
Gusto
attention
ko
to
yan.
it, but I am though.
Yes. Hindi, I have to admit, ever since na nandito ako, medyo the things that happen over in Pinas, I have had a little bit of trouble keeping up with. Marami kasi nangyayari. And
Yeah.
I am relying on you people like you guys, mga gamer, kwentong videohan, anybody else to give us kung ano yung mga pinakahuling balita or pinakamagapagong. So ito, medyo bago ito sa akin. And I have to admit, it's a little, sabi nga sa Among Us,
Yeah, SAS AF, yes, I agree. So, yun yung natin. Guys, sa chat, sa mga manunod dito, what do you guys think? Ano nangyari dito? Is this accidental?
If may UPS din pala sila, lithium batteries yung mga yon, possible na sumabog yon. Nangyari yon sa South Korea, I think government data center, nasunog because of that.
Yeah. UPS kaya sila.
It is amazing how we tend to justify this incident, okay?
AVR yung binili nila, pero UPS yung price. Yun.
Yun ang tama. Surge protector yung binili nilang saksakan, pero sabi nila UPS. Parang ganun.
Baka nga extension cable lang eh.
Declared UPS, pero hindi.
yes.
Yan, sa ba? Anong tawag dito? Paano masusunog yun Pentium 3 yung ginagamit niyo?
Which is more reliable than Pentium 4.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
In-overclock nila no?
BFP lang ang authorized mag-investigate ng mga sunog, which is true. Kasi yung
Yes,
guard
it is.
nila Ghost Duty. Saan gawa yung PC component sila sa C4? Convenient talaga.
CDR King daw. Yan.
CDR King.
CDR King.
Sarado na yan yun.
Hey,
Pero CDR
What?
King.
Wait,
Kaya
Hindi,
kaya
wala.
ako yung i-mention kasi wala
Let's
na
not
sila.
bring CDR King in this, okay?
yeah.
Your products may be shit, but not be shitty.
Insulto, sorry. Insulto
No,
si CDR
no.
King. Sorry.
Na honestly, nung huli akong umuwi, nung kita ko na sarado na yung CDR King dun sa Greenbelt, naiyak ako. Sayang, nalulungkot ako. Wala na yung
More like
CDR King.
End of an era, no?
Oh,
Yeah. Tapos sabi, may service na nga ako ng servers dati. 1 taon, walang patayan. Baka may tinatago sila na evidence kaya sumabog. Sabi ni Abe yan.
Wala naman daw nasunog Pero again, before going overly political.
Ay, oo,
let's go
sabi
sa
nga
ating
pala
next.
nila, yeah, tama nila.
Oo.
Sabi nila, wala daw kahit na
Nadamay
na anything important.
Mati-
Sabi nila.
important.
Importante
Alin?
sa yung importante
Importante
is
para
subjective.
Oo.
Subjective. So, kung ano man
Yeah.
yun.
Pero,
yan.
next topic tayo. What are your thoughts about remakes? Or do you prefer yung mga original?
Remix!
Remakes versus originals. Okay, so
Yeah.
I would say I'm actually a little bit agnostic about this kind of thing. I love original games. As in, importante sa amin na ma-preserve yung mga original software and games as they were presented in the way that they were presented originally.
So, against ka sa mga censorship din? Like,
Oh,
for example,
absolutely.
may
I'm
papalitan
absolutely
sila.
against censorship. As in, anything that is censored, you're afraid of what that thing you're censoring is supposed to say.
Square Enix. Yeah.
Square Enix definitely is. And,
Square Enix!
yeah, and although I'm agnostic on this in the fact that I can understand if a remake is done to make quality of life improvement. Case in point, gaya ng isa sa mga favorite ko, which is what I'm wearing right now, yung the Kazuma Kujo, which is the Yakuza series. And I played the original PS2 games, and they were fun. They were fun for their time. I enjoyed them so much ng mga panahon na nilalaro ko sa PS2. But the Kiwami series, once you have the Kiwami remakes, they are top-notch. They really make the whole experience so much better. So, I love original software. I love the original media from what it is. Gustong-gusto ko yung mga original, and definitely importante sa atin na ma-preserve yung mga original media in their original form. Pero kapag gumawa sila ng remake, if they insert quality of life improvements, introduce new people into the hobby, make people enjoy things both in their modern form and in their original form, appreciate the history of it, I'm all for it. Gusto ko rin yung mga remake.
I prefer my games like my boobs. I like the original, okay?
Ay,
But then again,
Paki-clarify.
he likes
double
it
reads.
and
Okay.
unmodified, okay, untouched.
Okay.
But that being said, okay, I'm gonna piggyback with Sir Joel here. If they're going to add more into it, then sure, give me an incentive why I should buy this in the first place. If you're just gonna do it like aesthetic
Yes.
purposes,
Visual
but
upgrade,
you're not
mga
really
ganun lang.
Yes.
adding more into it. Like for example, I remember when Tales of Fantasia got re-released, remade for the PlayStation 4, and I'm like, Namco Bandai, you released Tales of Fantasia 1 and 2 as a bundle, 2-in-1 package back on the PlayStation 3. And then you're gonna release it on PlayStation 4 with just one? For what? For more stickers? And nobody got time for that.
It's a really big thing that if you're going to re-release or remake something with better quality of life improvement, then you have to make sure that it's justified enough for you to actually do it.
Hindi yung cash grab lang
Exactly.
No? Yung
It's
most
not
of
just a
the
cash
media
grab.
right now.
Yeah.
True.
Mhm. So things like this one, the Resident Evil remakes, they're good. I've seen people play. It's not my cup of tea. I know some people love Resident Evil. Joe absolutely hate the tank controls from the original. I'm not sure if they still have
F
them
the
here.
tank controls. They deserve
Yeah,
a
F the tank
space in
controls.
hell.
There you go.
All right.
But yes, that's one thing that they can improve if they re-release them. Things like that.
If there's one thing that came out of this with the remake, at least the modding community, you are a godsend to gamers
And the
and
translate.
gooners alike.
And
Okay.
well, I was about to say the translators, but when Joe went for the Gooners, okay, we're fine with that. Sige, let's go with that too. Okay, sige.
We didn't have this back in the 90s, no.
So Joel kanina na-mention na niyo in regards sa pitch game preservation.
yeah.
Like I think GOG preservation
GOG.
program meron sila nito.
Stop Killing Games initiatives.
Yep.
The crew unlimited.
Na-patch
you guys-
na mod na nila.
Yes,
Na-
absolutely. I'm
They did.
playing it like crazy right now. So talaga, I'm
Sir
going
Joe
all
likes it.
across. Yes, I'm going all across the USA, visiting all the landmarks, taking photographs, and showing it in our group chat. Na yun, I'm over in Missouri right now. Huling nanggaling ako nasa New York, ganun. Kinuhaan ko yung Empire State, tsaka yung Statue of Liberty, ganun. So, yes, when they closed down the crew, Joe was watching me stream it na sumama ang loob ko na I wouldn't be able to enjoy that media anymore. Pero yun, the patchers,
Luckily,
the modders, yes, exactly. Like Zero says, the patchers, the modders, the guys who actually took the media, preserved it, and modified it to make it better. Kudos to you guys. Maraming salamat.
Full circle tayo doon sa preservation and Resident Evil. So according kasi sa article ng Bounding in the Comics, yung GOG Senior Development Manager na si Marcin Pasinski has revealed na yung Capcom daw initially saw no point of archiving the first 3 Resident Evil games doon sa mga original releases nila. Ang main argument daw niya kasi because each game's respective remakes daw were superior to play them. Yun yung kanyang main reasoning. So basically, Capcom didn't really see the value bringing back yung mga vanilla versions na yon. Luckily, the team spearheading ng GOG preservation program na yun, na-convince niya yung Capcom. Sabi niya, there's an audience for this. There's a lot of memories about these games and they would love to be able to experience exactly the same game again. This is true kasi 94% nung review dun sa GOG program Resident Evil, and I think is 94% positive siya, and then it reflected din sa sales nila. Pazinsi pointed out din na meron din kasing growing trend ng retro gaming.
Absolutely,
Which is
yes.
They
And,
said
you
the
know,
same
you guys-
thing about Mega Man. That's why we don't have a new Mega Man game for a few years
actually.
Yes.
Pro collection
You guys-
no? Yung lumalabas sa Mega
Yeah,
Man.
you guys should
Just a
see my
collection,
GOG.
but
You guys should see
Oh.
my GOG library. It's embarrassing. Nakakaya sa dami ng mga binibili ko sa GOG because gusto ko i-support yung pag-preserve ng
Yeah.
original media in their original form.
Resident, Red Alert,
Red
Caesars,
Alert,
yung mga nasa
yung mga
GOG.
original na, yung mga original na mga Sierra games, kagaya ng Leisure Suit Larry, or yung mga ganon. Yeah. Where you,
actually there are a lot
And
of Capcom.
size
There are a lot of there are a lot of
Yeah.
Capcom first-party IPs that they have that they're just ignoring at all.
Yeah.
For example, where's my Dino Crisis at?
Mm.
I prefer Dino Crisis
Yes.
than RE.
Yeah,
to be
Dino
honest.
Crisis, please.
I think
Right.
more than twice na raw nilang trinay i-attempt yung Dino Crisis pero it failed for some reason behind the scenes I think yung mga developers na working that parang gumawa sila ng third party company na-shatter siya, na-cancel pag ganun. So parang ganun yung fate ng Dino Crisis kaya for some reason hindi siya nag-push sa
Hindi
market.
siya makalabas-labas eh. No?
Hindi siya, oo. Although may
Yeah,
demand.
it's just Capcom being fickle. They just don't want to
Yeah.
invest into it. They don't believe in it.
Gusto mabenta kasi yung Resident Evil
Oo.
Actually, oo.
Dun
Doon sila
sila
nakafocus
nagpo-push ng
sa Resident
energy.
Evil.
Yes.
Kaya,
So, kasi, bakit sila nagre-release ng ng mga Resident Evil like mobile, yung gano'n, wala naman nag-i-ask doon sa gano'n. Yung Resident Evil na co-op game na, yun, na-shutdown din. Pero for some reason, ayaw nila
Ginagatas
mag-invest sa
talaga
mga
eh.
ano yan.
Oo.
And how many
Then
more
yung
Resident
engine
Evil
nila,
movies do
nag-show
we
na rin
need,
ng-
really?
Nag-show na rin ng
Resident Evil
ng
movies,
problem. Yung Monster Hunter na recently, ang daming issues sa performance niya. Yun na,
And I
yun lang
think
yung
Miss
about
Eslyn
dito.
Porter just recently shared in our group chat, Joe, right? That they're shuttering The Sims Mobile, if I remember correctly.
Exactly, yes.
Oh,
Pero
is it
hindi
Capcom
ko
too?
lang...
No,
EA
that's
naman
EA,
yun.
yeah. But EA, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pero
Yeah.
ang sabi sa akin, dalawa daw yung Sims Mobile. I'm not sure kung ano yung isi-shutdown nila in regards dito. Pero yes, it's shutting down din.
Wow, yun na nga. And that I believe na maraming mga reports recently na nalabasan na a lot of people who are gaming nowadays are turning to retro gaming kasi talagang gusto nila makita.
Yeah.
Because of the fact na a lot of the stuff that's being produced in modern video gaming is
Shit.
overhyped.
Shit, yun na lang.
Fine. Fine. Let's go straight to it. It's absolute dog shit. Okay. Pero yun na nga,
Hello,
fact is-
Dragon Age.
Yeah, pero the fact is, when people look back at what these properties were in the old days, in the 90s and the early 2000s and everything, nakikita na ang ganda namang games dati.
Yes,
The gameplay is
true.
there. The graphics might not be up to par, pero the
Kahit yung
fact that
trailer
it's so
lang
much
Parang yung story ngayon, like yung nangyayari nga sa ibang games na nagkakaroon ng politics and all.
Yes.
Alam mo,
Tama yan. Sabi
medyo
ng shit.
Maraming self-insert sa mga
Exactly.
writers. Kaya
So-
yun nangyari.
I mean, let's face it. And any writer who writes anything is a self-insert. When you write something, you can only write from your own experience. Talaga.
Experience.
Or
Yeah.
from the experiences of others. Ganun. Pero
Lord of the Rings, experience yan sa World War...
exactly.
Mm.
Pero ang importante doon is that you can give an experience that other people can relate to.
Yes.
Kasi yung experience right now, COVID eh. So, nag-write sila tungkol sa mga stories.
Ewan ko sa'yo.
Yung mga bagay na nilalabas sa mga modern games, I can't relate to anymore. Hindi ko na ma-gets yung mga pinaglalabas nila. Ganun. Hindi ko na maintindihan yung mga sinasabi nila. Whatever that they come out with, it's hard for me to relate to it. And that's why I've gone back to playing all my old Yakuza Kiwami games or the original Yakuza game. I'm delving into the gigantic PS2 library, PS1 games and everything. I've even gone as far as reaching back into my origins, which is DOS games. Yung mga, there have been thousands of DOS games na nga talaga.
Pepsi Man?
Oh yeah. No, yung the original Civilization, yung mga Harpoon, yung mga old games, ganun. So, yon ang nakikitang trend ng maraming tao ngayon. People are getting into retro gaming because of the fact that you don't have to spend money. There's a lot that's already there in your backlog. If you check your backlogs, there's basically hundreds of games there that you can play. And yeah,
There's no freaking DLC. There's no paywall. Everything is in there. Bugs and all. Okay.
I mean,
absolutely.
sa sobrang ganda ng mga retro
Glitches
games na
galore.
style, yung Pokemon is releasing the same thing over and over again.
Exactly. And they've gotten to the point now they're evil enough that they sued Pal World. But for yeah.
Yes. Good luck,
But yeah.
good luck sa kanilang lawsuit yan. Pero yeah, again, we'll go, bato namin ulit sa audience. You guys think tama ba yung approach ng GOG and then yung response ng Capcom initially? And anong thoughts nyo about dun sa mga remakes? Let us know in the comment section. May mga initial comments tayo dito.
Remakes are okay basta gawin nilang tama. GOG, number 1. Remakes actually introduced the franchise to new fans. I'm happy that Capcom remake RE2 and RE4. Pero when ang Dino Crisis remake? Yes.
Isa pa. Okay.
Sa baba, ba tayo? Lararawin ko rin ang FF7 Remake Trilogy pag kumpleto ng game. Pareho tayo. Pero parang ayoko na
too.
rin ito eh.
Yeah. Now, I
Wait
mean,
lang.
what's the point if you're just gonna play it like each installment every 5 years?
True. Yeah. Kailangan makumpleto muna siya. Ano pa ba? Waiting
And you
for
know what?
Xenogears
Dino
sa
Crisis,
GOG.
guys, only because
Xenogears?
of Regina's bathing suit, okay?
Be honest, modern games are unoptimized except for Expedition 33, Split Fiction, Wukong.
Yes, that's it.
Maganda
Yun yung
yung
best remake ng ng Final Fantasy.
best remake of Final Fantasy, Expedition 32.
I would say Legend of Dragoon more than Final Fantasy.
Well, they come out with a
Kasi may shooting mechanics na sa Legend of Dragon.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a
Tapos,
good. That's a good way of thinking about it.
Remakes
Yeah, tama.
inspire new devs, sabi ni Kent Puccino.
So, ngayon naman, pag-uusapan natin ang mga guests natin for today's podcast, which is ang mga host ng Timeless Gamers Show. So, ayan, please introduce yourselves, guys.
My name is Jonas. I'm currently here in Queensland, Australia. One of the co-panelists of the Timeless Gamer Show. Hey guys.
Anong address daw? Para i-docs na joke lang.
Tame it down a little bit.
Ayan.
Sir Joel.
Sige. Ayan.
Madami siyang hot take kanina Baka gusto nyo mag-send ng love.
Alright. And this is Joel Baklit located here in New Jersey. One of the co-panelists of Timeless Gamer Show. We are a podcast that does a lot of reviews and a lot of retrospectives about video games, culture, history, not just video games, but also books, also movies, anything that has anything to do with the video gaming culture and how it's related from the past going into modern times and in the future. Importante sa amin na makita namin kung anong pinanggalingan namin para malaman natin kung anong patutunguhan natin.
So, paano po pala kayo nag-umpisa? sa
Jo-
Timeless Gamers?
Oh, we were bored. No. So so that's a fun story. So this was 2020. Uh, everyone's in lockdown during the COVID times. So it was a brainchild between Maynard Beltran, Siebert Silagan, Sir
Carlo.
Carlo Maala, RV, and RV, then myself. So we originally thought of doing a gaming podcast, and then we used Maynard Beltran's Facebook page, which is Kaka Computer Mo Yan, which up until this day he's still using it. And then we branched off into something of our own, Timeless Gamers. We asked one of our we asked our audience at the time, asking, okay, what should we call ourselves now? We're separating ourselves from Kaka Computer Mo Yan. And then Sir JDM Juan De Marcos suggested Timeless Gamers.
Who made our
Timeless
website, by the
Gamer.
way. Our amazing website, our retro website. You should check it out.
Yes.
Timeless Gamer, and
Yeah.
then people keep saying Timeless Gamers. So, or it's just Timeless Gamer. And then because people keep saying Timeless Gamers, because there's a lot of us, okay, let's just adapt the whole thing, Timeless Gamers Show. So, and then from them on, we already had a few co-panelists came in and then went by up until we got our current lineup that we have right now. Sir Joel were among the few recruits that we had since we changed our name. Yeah.
Speaking of roster, no? How did you grow? Kasi ang dami nyo eh. Yung,
Sir Joel.
Well, we always strive to try to get people to guest into our show because of the fact that we absolutely love hearing people's experiences in terms of like their gaming, if they're developers, how you develop a particular game. Gusto namin marinig kung ano yung mga experience mo dati nung kabataan mo habang lumalaki ka and everything. We love listening to people's stories. And when we see that the person is a good fit for our crew, they have a good knowledge of history, or at least is willing to learn about the history of games, about the history of technology, about how things develop from past to present future, we make a formal invitation to them para sumama sa Timeless Gamer Show. We strive to make sure that the panelists have varied experiences. Like I mentioned, some of our panelists are over in the UK, which is very different experience nila from mga amin na nasa US. Kasi yung mga UK, hindi nila na-experience the video game crash of the 1980s. Yung mga taga-US, they experienced the video game crash after Atari went down in value and nobody played video games anymore. They didn't experience that. They had the C64, they had the ZX Sinclair or whatever that they had over there. And ibang-iba yung experiences nila in video gaming and technology compared sa ating. And of course, we also love hearing the contrasts ng mga Filipino experience kasi gusto namin, ang audience natin is the Filipino diaspora. Maraming mga audience natin is yung mga Filipino na nasa abroad na may nagkaroon na ng mga pamilya at kaibigan doon and nakikinig sila sa Timeless Gamer Show to hear about their experiences reflected in our own and share those experiences with their families abroad and their co-workers, their friends and everything. In a way, we try to bridge the gap between yung kung ano yung na-experience mo personally, kung ano yung na-experience sa mga ibang mga tao who have the same experiences as you. Gusto namin na magkukonekta. And that's how we gather our panel. It's not just people who think the same as you. There's people who think very differently from you. So that's why we try to do a good dialogue na iba yung naranasan mo. Okay, good. That's interesting for us. Ginagata namin yung experience na yun. Or you have the same experience na naghalukat ka sa divisorya ng mga pirated na DVD. Well, that's also cool. Ganun yun. Yung mga ganun. So, it's a huge mix of people from Jose, who's in California, Dan Faulkner, and Raj Katwari, who managed the Sega Genesis Facebook page here in Facebook. There's Drew Bernal, who's in Japan right now. There's Joe in Australia. They have a very interesting thing happening in Australia about how digital rights are and everything. So we try to make sure that it's not just focused on the past. We also want to find out how it happens, how it affects us now, and how it's going to look like in the future and on a global scale.
How do you manage yung time difference? Kasi iba-iba kayong time zone eh. Paano yun? Paano kayo mag-live recording nun? Meron ba kayo
That would
specific
be
time slot?
But yes, it was very difficult, honestly. Managing time differences is very hard. We had to really map out everybody's time zones and find everybody's common ground. And we kind of settled on Saturday evening in us 9 o'clock onwards. Because for me, that would be Saturday morning by my time. And everybody else kind of coordinated on that one. The UK people have a little bit of a hard time on that because their schedule is sometimes goes into their work schedule. May trabajos. One of our co-panelists over there drives trains for a living in the UK. So his schedule is a little sporadic as well. Pero yun na, malaking bagay na nag-coordinate kami. And for those who normally can come in, do come in, especially if we know the topic. If they can't, then we make adjustments. Now, kung hindi siya pwede for this particular Saturday, we move the topic around. Kung kailan siya pwede, we adjust to everybody else's schedule.
I think yung advantage, malaking roster nyo eh. Kasi sa amin, pagka kulang kami ng isa, guys, hindi kayo mag-go eh. Kulang ng isa eh. Parang ganun yung nangyari sa amin. Yes.
So you don't pull in somebody?
If may guest kami makukuha, we will push through it. Pero most of the time, if wala yung at least dalawang core, or hindi namin siya ipupush. Yun yung format namin dito.
Yeah, that's also a valid way of doing it. That's perfectly fine. If you can't push through with the show, it's understandable. It can happen.
Any downsides or upsides naman na experience in regards pag dito sa Timeless Gamer Show? Baka meron kayo internal drama na we don't know right now.
Now, about the biggest downside of it is we can't get enough of hanging around with each other. When
have you met each other in person na? Like naggan na kayo parang
well in person. The last time that we actually got together as a group was no Muyang Siguritas. And the people who Joe was luckily able to go to Pinas for a vacation during that time. We have not had the chance to really gather everybody together. Like the UK people, they have very little time to travel around. They can travel around Europe if they want. They just don't get the chance to travel outside of Europe. Japan, I'd love to visit my colleague over there, Drew. Pero internal drama, not so much. Again, like I said, we can't get enough of each other once na nagkasama-sama na. Before the podcast, during the podcast, after the podcast, we can go crazy with relating stories to each other, hurling insults at each other, having fun at each other's expense. Lahat ng mga pinag-usapan namin, and it's just so much fun because that's the big downside of it. We love hanging around with each other, and even if after the podcast or after the postmortem, as we call it, the chats, the group chat is just flowing. I have to sometimes mute it, especially when I'm at work because tuloy-tuloy usapan ng mga tao, and they would just keep posting stuff, and everybody would just have fun at everybody else's reaction. So that's the only downside that I see with Timeless Gamer Show. It's just that we have so much fun with each other that it's a constant flow of jokes, gags, insults, camaraderie, all in all. And it flows into the audience as well. Our audience is very involved in that as well. They toss in their own gags, jokes, and insults all at the same time too.
Very opposite nun sa amin. Kasi after ng podcast, di ko na kinakausap mga to eh.
Uy!
Yung nagpapansinan.
Huwag kang message ng message.
Yun, Joe.
I apologize. Apparently, my computer is from DPWH.
Ayun.
Understand.
Yeah.
Hinahack na siya ng DPWH.
Hinahack ka na yata dahil sa comment kanina.
Damn it, DPWH.
Joe, magkiklaim si Joe ng immunity. Real yun.
Yan
Actually, to add more to the question, scheduling issues, it's been really difficult, really, because there's a lot of us, and one of the things that we eventually learned by doing this for the last 4 or 5 years now that, okay, when
Anong season na kayo?
16.
Wow,
Exactly.
grabe.
So, and we said, okay, when people, with one of the panelists will suggest for a topic, more like most of the time that topic does not really coincide with somebody else's preference. Like for example, Sir Joe likes fishing. Do you think everybody else would like to join in about the fishing episode? No, not really. What we said when we recruited the panelists said, we're not gonna force you into playing or watching something just to adhere to a topic. If it's not your game, if it's not something you really like, you can sit this one out, and then we'll just look for someone else. We will outsource to someone be as a guest on our show to talk about this particular topic.
Gandang practice yan.
We
And,
Pagka wala si Shell, hanap kami ng kapalit. Ganun.
Visit ka!
yeah, and besides, even with Sir Dan and Sir Viraj, because they're in London, it's like 9 p.m. Manila time would be like what 5 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon to them, and then Sir Joel would be like what 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 a.m. Sir Jose would be like what 8 o'clock in the morning. So so it's a matter of dedication to the show and commitment to the show.
I see.
Even if it's something, if the game is not really your forte, but you have the commitment, you have the dedication to learn more about said games, you'll play them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
the
in
things
my-
that we do for the show.
Yes, one of
That's the
Joe's
thing.
taglines is the things we do for the show. Like in my
The
case,
things we
Joe
do
has-
for the show.
like Joe
And
mentioned.
sometimes we even dress up for it. Star Wars, we dressed up for that shit.
You should have
Yakuza, we
Joe.
dressed up for that.
You should have seen
Street
Joe
Fighter,
with
we
his,
dressed up for
with
that.
his Princess
We
Leia
commit.
cosplay. There you go. You should have
Nice
seen that
cosplay.
episode. Yeah.
May grabe commitment, guys. But before pala dun sa next question ni Shell, if yung chat is meron kayong question, type yun lang, babasahin
Oh yes.
namin sila
Oh,
later.
we love interacting with the audience. If you guys have a
So-
question, we'll be more than happy to answer them as long as we don't get censored. Okay? Say
Pero may question ako,
For the
magkakilala
weekend,
ba kayo in person before? Like, meron ba sa inyo talagang friends na before or co-workers, ganun?
When we started,
Labbers.
when I joined I had no idea about who these people were. Pero when I got invited and related my experiences as a retro gamer, I got to know them through chats and through like video, through the podcast itself. Pero when I went home to Pinas was the first time I actually met Joe face to face. And everybody else, maraming that's the wonder of the internet. Naalala ko ng mga unang panahon ko ng mga naglipa na pa yung mga brontosaurus sa background. Yung kapag nag-long distance ka sa mga kamag-anak mo sa UE, 3 minutes lang ang oras mo. Kailangan sabihin mo dahil mahal yung usapan. Pero ngayon, itong grupo natin, like we're talking about different time zones, different countries, it's almost free. As in talagang, this is the level of technology that constantly blows my mind na dati-dati ng mga panahon na yun, ng PLDT na 3 minutes lang para masabi mo kay nanay na na after 6 months na kumusta ka na nanay, okay ka lang ba dyan, gano'n. Ngayon,
Snail mail ba?
Snail mail pa, gano'n. Cursive writing, gano'n. Yung mga ngayon na nag-uusap tayo, hindi ko pa nakikilala itong mga ito in person, pero kaibigan ko na sila. Ganun. And I can spend as much time as I want with them. Yeah.
Nice.
Out of all of the people in the crew, Sir Joel is the closest thing as he's my spirit animal basically. Likes video games, check. Likes anime, check. Likes manga, check. Cultured, check.
Super cool.
So,
Super
absolutely.
Triple
culture.
X.
Triple X pala to eh.
Oh yeah.
XXX sabi ko.
Yeah, if there's a 4X, I go for it. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Ayun.
Marami silang experience sa podcast eh. Shell.
Kaya nga.
Oo.
So since ang tagal nyo na po nagpa-podcast, any tips po sa mga upcoming na mga gustong mag-podcast? So sa mga podcasters na, ayun, yung mga baguhan and mga gustong mag-podcast, anong
Yes.
mabibigay yung mga tips sa kanila?
Jo. ikaw.
Baby kami compared sa inyo eh.
Yeah, we've seen your back catalog. You guys are way more.
3 years pa lang kami eh. Yan.
Josh,
after doing this for years, if you're doing it with somebody else, like if you're doing it with an ensemble like we do, make the conversations as natural, as organic as possible, because the audience know they can smell bullshit a mile away.
Agreed.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they know if you're faking it, especially with the games. Actually, if they think you don't know what you're talking about, if they know that you don't have any lick of information or history or knowledge or at least a personal investment on said games that you're talking about, then most likely they're going to be turned off by you. So make it believable, and even if you're having some trouble making it believable, fake it until you make it.
Yes, ChatGPT guys, na-mention niya kanina.
And you know,
Joel.
and definitely make it your passion. Definitely, if you're gonna talk about something, make it something that that you like enough to talk hours about. And even if it's not something that you know too much about, do your research, understand it, reach out to people who actually do know what they're talking about. Talk to them, enjoy the time with them, and like Joe says, the audience can smell fakery a mile away. As in, you can't connect to your audience if you're not your authentic self. Kung hindi ikaw yung nagsasalita. Malaking bagay kasi sa mga tao na kapag kausap mo sila bilang kaibigan. You're talking to
You will
them as
also
friends.
attract the same audience then. Sa personality mo eh. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, diba chat? Neil?
Well, I mean, I've seen one thing I can honestly say about the show is with Timeless Gaming Show is we try to make sure that ano yung lumang kasabihan, iron hones iron. So it's not about you not knowing enough about something. It's like you want to connect to people because you want to know more about it. So we always try to make sure na yung mga kasama namin, ako mismo, I love fishing video games, I love racing video games. Wala akong sobrang daming alam sa mga horror video games. So I would reach out to somebody like Jose or one of our co-panelists, or if I'm looking at visual novels because I want to talk a little bit about it with my daughter who's 12 years old who wants to find out about visual novels. I reach out to Miss Healy. Gusto ko malaman na mga bagay-bagay. And the fact is, you always have to be open to new information, and you always have to be open to changing your opinion based on facts that come out. Malaking bagay.
So, any tips pala? Any tips on reaching out to people? Ano yung magandang gaya?
Well, boobs is always a good thing. See, yeah, but one thing is when we're talking about the audience, malaking bagay is that we want to focus on who you want to talk to. Like Joe and I discussed, ang audience namin is the international Filipino community, the international Filipino community, and the international community who interacts with Filipinos and finds our Filipinos fun to be with. And people who play retro games, people who understand how retro games tie into modern games and future games. So, that audience na nire-reach out mo, kailangan alam mo rin kung anong underneath nila. Like, again, write what you know, speak about what you know, and interact with people who know what they know, and you guys can come together, filling in the gaps. So, again, ang malaking bagay doon is ang panghatak sa mga tao is, uy, interesado ako sa bagay na to. Ako rin. Pag-usapan natin. Let's talk about it. Ganun.
What I find difficult is it's really hard for Filipino creators to break out into the mainstream unless you look Caucasian enough.
That's true.
One of the things that I have observed is that even if you're marketing your content as Filipino content creators, even some of the Filipino audience will not even bother supporting you at all. So
even if you break out, meron ka lang short lifespan eh.
That's true,
Para,
right?
ano,
and
sustain
so
yun
you would look elsewhere who would at least appreciate what you're doing. And it's easy to cheat, like paying Facebook to to spread more by paying like $5, $10 to spread around your content to a wider audience around the world. Sure,
Guilty.
we have it there, but like, we're almost this close on considering it, like paying $5, $10 to Facebook just so that it can freely it can be a little bit more spread out, because sharing our reels, our videos can only go so far. So
I
unless you
think
pay
Facebook
for it.
algorithm nag-change
Correct.
like dramatically in the past few years Kasi yung una, we're pushing our content mainly for our followers Pero we found out na 2% na ng followers namin ang nakaka-receive ng
Nakita.
content namin So in reality, 98% is coming from Facebook recommendation na.
And we're trying to branch out into different platforms as well. We try to reach different platforms like Rumble, like Kick, like Odyssey. If I remember correctly, we tried Bilibili as well, pero very restricted to the Asian area siya. So
Chinese.
Yeah.
Right
So-
now we're spreading our 1-minute clips to YouTube, Instagram,
TikTok.
Rumble, and
Nice.
Facebook.
Hey, kulang na lang gumawa kami ng OF para mag-spread din doon. Well, whatever.
Kala ko,
Lakas ng reaction
fix
ni
yun
Juliet.
pala, timeless gamer show.
Kulat ako doon.
I mean, we're not that desperate yet
We're getting there.
for viewership, okay? But we're thinking about it. It's not out of the table, okay? Just saying.
Never
Options
say
open.
never.
Slow down.
I mean, you have to, you don't discount the possibility. Somebody's jacking off and then suddenly think, hey, I think I want to play retro games after this.
Hindi ko kinaya yun.
Speaking of, meron silang
Yeah.
future plans pala, Shell.
Ayun pala, yun
Yung
nga.
next.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
Yes.
check out our OF sometime in the future. Spread it, and we'll try to make sure that it's
AI generated.
Yes, AI generated. Okay.
Segue.
Yeah,
question?
what are your future plans sa sa show niyo?
Aside from OF.
Yung serious na future plans na pwede niyong i-share.
So we're always trying to find partners and affiliates. One of our affiliates is Bitmap Books from the UK. They produce quality video game books that have full color spreads and write-ups of how histories of video games are, like shoot 'em ups and adventure games, point and click games, and everything. We are having an affiliate program with StreamYard, and there's a little bit of interaction with that one as well. So future plans will always center towards trying to grow the audience, trying to find more affiliates and partners that are willing to join into our mission of spreading the gospel of retro, shall we say. And gusto namin na maki-interact sa as many people as we can, dahil malaking bagay sa amin na, again, like I mentioned earlier, na kung hindi mo alam ang pinanggalingan mo, paano kung makakarating sa katotohanan, diba?
Any
So-
plans ng offline event, live podcast or something? Na,
We'd
ganun.
love to.
Ha 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 ha.
Oo, meron na. Exclusivo.
If Sir Joel, Sir Jomar, and
Mhm.
myself decided to go to the Philippines all together, if our
Para may
menses
takos to, no?
synchronized, sure, why not?
And one thing is, I go to all the retro gaming conventions here in the East Coast, particularly in the Tri-State area. So yung mga conventions there where they have tables and tables of all of these retro video games that they sell, all the merchandise, all the guests like Pat Contry and James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd. I try to
Oh, damn.
speak to them, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
And
May video game siya.
he does have a good
Yeah, even Adam Koralik.
exactly.
He met up with Sir Joel. Yeah.
That's true. So, and yung malaking bagay sa amin na we try to reach out to not just the audience, but also to industry insiders. Dahil importante sa amin na makonekta yung dalawa. Importante sa amin na the audience knows that it's not just the games. It's the people who put in so much effort into these games, into these books, into these movies, gusto namin na lahat ng mga bagay na yun, maintindihan ng mga tao na hindi lang they just don't magically appear. People put in effort in them. And even if it's, you know, a really, really bad game, somebody poured blood, sweat, and tears into it. So, yun, malaking bagay sa amin na like one of the things, Howard Scott Warshaw. We interviewed Howard Scott Warshaw, who was the programmer of E.T., the Atari 2600.
Atari.
Yung
Yes.
dinamp sa, ano? Sa
Exactly,
landfill?
that one. Yes, exactly, that one. We interviewed him about the fact that how does it feel, Howard, to be derided as the guy who caused the video game crash of 1983. And he was game about it. Masaya naman siya na he related yung experiences that he worked with Atari, how it felt like to crunch. How many weeks did he make that game, Joe? I think about
Less than 6 weeks.
in less than 6 weeks, right?
Less than 6.
Yeah.
There's a
and-
hole for each frustration.
Exactly. And there you go. And Howard Scott Warshaw was gracious enough to give his experience of it, and the audience absolutely loved it because malaking bagay sa kanila na malaman about the history, about the developers, and about what he's doing now. Malaking bagay sa kanila.
Medyo nilihis tayo sa gaming. Outside gaming, ano pa po yung mga ibang hobbies niyo?
Oh, I collect books. I one of the biggest things that I collect. That's one of the reasons why pinartner na.
May genre specifically or
I
just
specifically collect books based on history, books based on the history of video games, books based on let's see. I also love yung mga documentary type books like The Infinite Loop by Michael Malone, The History of Apple, mga ganon. I love yung mga things that will document how things were back then. And that's probably why I love Timeless Gamer Show podcast, malaking bagay. And of course, why we partnered with Bitmap Books. Joe will probably brag about his hentai collection. Let's see it. And
I will
May
not deny or
Plex server.
confirm that. Okay.
And Jose, one of our co-panelists, absolutely loves collecting physical video games. And yeah, let's see. Dan moderates the Sega Genesis Facebook groups. That's his hobby. Pero overall, in terms of hobby, again, like I said, music, books, movies, generally the same things that a lot of people have as hobbies. Pero geared towards history and video games talaga for me. Jo, ikaw, ano yung sa'yo?
Pretty much the same as Sir Joel. Okay. No, I mean, aside from anime, of course, I spare some time for anime. I spare some time for manga. I spare some time for video game. Saturday evenings is for Timeless Gamers. Of course. That's it really. Like, I mean,
may follow-up question dun sa anime. Nag-question sa chat eh. Ano daw marang may favorite ano ka ba?
Genre.
Anime? O genre ng anime?
Lots of isekai.
Oh, yes!
Lots of isekai. Lots of solo leveling types na yung mga people who get overpowered because of certain conditions or system type of anime and video games. Although we're not averse to checking out other genres of anime like rom-coms or of course delving into the classics also, like yung mga lumang anime kagaya ng mga 1970s, 1980s like Astro Boy or Princess Sapphire, or yun na nga, yung favorite ni Mikis yung Sailor Moon o kaya Candy, ganon. Pero naalala
Candy.
Hindi ako makarelate. Joke lang. Joke lang.
Okay lang yun.
Hindi, joke.
Okay lang yun. Pero okay lang yun.
Goddamn lie.
Yeah, that's the reason why yun yung segue namin para introduce yung mga tao ron sa mga interest namin na you might not be into this, but I'm telling you it's cool. You might want to check it out. That's kind of like our running theme to Timeless Gamer Show. Now, you might not be into it. You might be into it. That's cool. Talk about it with us. You might not be into it. It's cool. You might want to check it out. This is us talking about it, and you might be interested in it. You might not. That's perfectly fine as well.
Lalo na yun I mean, ang daming mga taong nasa ibang bansa nga talaga na naghahanap sila ng podcast na about sa gaming na retro talaga. I mean, ayan, ngayon guys, sa mga hindi pa nakaka-visit sa nila, of course, check their socials, especially po sa diba, sa YouTube, yun.
Yeah, so plug your socials pala. Saan namin kayo mahanap? Like, again, OnlyFans? What else?
Jo, Go ahead.
About OnlyFans?
No. Our social
Pilay narinig niya.
OnlyFans/Timeless Gamer Show. Okay. Eventually, you'll find us there. Topless, I don't know, maybe. Okay. Of course, Timeless Gamers. Our official website, timelessgamers.com. If you're going to, don't be fooled about what you'll see there. It's purposely made by Sir JDM to look like that. Our website.
Mga GeoCities na website style yun eh.
HTML.
HTML lang, walang HTML3, walang...
Okay. It's purposely made like that, okay? And for comments, suggestions, insults, whatever, our email address, timelessgamers.show@gmail.com. Okay? And for all of our archived videos, you can still check those out by going to the YouTube channel of Timeless Gamers. Timeless Gamer Show. And if you don't want to watch us, you just want to listen to our beautiful voices, that's fine. The audio versions of all of our episodes are still available in Spotify and all of the major platforms out there where you usually get your podcasts. Sir Joe.
Yes, and again, thank you very, very much for checking us out. The socials are there, but more than anything else, we'd love to have you on the live show because of the fact that we love interacting with people on a live format. Malaking bagay sa amin na nakikita namin yung reaction ng mga tao and kapag sinabi ko na dati naghalungkat ako sa Raon o kaya sa Hidalgo Street, mga bagay-bagay, yan, everybody can relate. Malaki, iba pa rin talaga nakausap mo yung mga tao at nagiging kabarkada mo sila kahit online na. It's something different for somebody like me. Yeah.
Before I forget, for Joel, streamer.
Oh yes, there is this brand new streaming website as well called streamer.live that I love streaming on. streamr.live. It's very light, it's very, very smooth, and if you want to try to be the next Pokemon or like whatever Dr. Destiny or whatever that is, check it out. You might want to sign up for an account. That's where I stream a lot of my retro gaming content nowadays as well. So if you want to see me fail miserably in trying for that 100th time to kill Dracula in Castlevania, check me out in Banyayang Native at streamer.live. Anyway, back to you, Zero.
Yeah, hopefully walang dog shacking na nangyayari dun sa...
Okay, so that's all our topics for today. So kung meron po kayong topic suggestion, feel free to leave comments sa mga social media na makikita nyo kami. Ayan, just search for Pinoy Gamer or pinoygamer.ph. And shoutout po sa mga sumusunod.
Yeah, shoutout to the following. So, Wilhelm Gaming, Gijon, Zedrak Zeros, Enslin Porter, Tito Popoy, Power Ranger, Demon Lord Revan, Izuria, Mamay Taunot, Doomweaver, Foxbane Chill, Todd Segi, Pebbles Gaming, Chimkin Burrito. And then salamat din sa mga chatters natin, sila Kuma March, GM Shadow Games, and Kent Puccino, Joe Maruti, sino ba? Mark Strangeles, si Premier Avenue kanina, si Avian 2X, nandito rin siya. Yeah, and then Gijon, yun. So naman, Torns Hub, sorry.
Kanina iba yung nasabi.
And then
si Dan and Miss I, they're covering, especially with Miss I. She just went under a major surgery. Stay strong, Miss I. We'll see you in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so may additional pa kayong gusto i-shoutout? Go ahead.
Not so much. We're just very thankful. Maraming salamat sa Pinoy Gamer for hosting us. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Napakabait ninyo. And the audience. You guys have a great audience. Very active sila and masaya sila kausap din. Ayos sila.
I think this would be the best time to do this. We would like for them to be in our show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Check us out.
Timeless Gamers Show. Pasok tayo doon. Go. Yes.
We're having
time for them
tomorrow.
Time for them to mess with us.
Yeah.
Yes. So, same energy.
Same energy.
Yeah. Actually, kung ano nakita ninyo ngayon, it's about half of kung anong kasiraan.
Half daw, okay.
Half pa lang yan, Half yun pa lang. It's just half.
Yeah. Dahil yung kapag narinig mo na yung mga, yung actual na mga usapan na muli.
We're a
double
little bit more
entendres.
civilized now because of Miss Shell is right here.
Yes, absolutely.
Kaya naman ako.
We have to be civilized because Shell is here. So,
Diyos
yeah.
ko.
Yes, si
Kung
Shell.
alam lang
Kita kasi
nila.
nandito.
Charot na.
Wala kasi yung mga favorite topics ni Shell eh.
Oo, kung alam lang nila yung mga binabatong content sa akin, puro malala din eh. Pero yun, shoutout din pala sa aking brother, Vinster. Hi bro, laging nanonood. Okay, may gusto pa kayong ibang shoutout.
No, we're
I think that's it.
again.
That's
Thanks so much. Thank you so much
ayun.
for having us.
So, kung gusto niyo po kaming supportahan, you can follow, like, subscribe, at mag-comment. And of course, share niyo po yung mga content na nagustuhan niyo. So, ayun. Just search for Pinoy Gamer or Pinoy Gamer PH sa mga platform. Of course, lalo na check niyo ang aming YouTube channel and Spotify. And check our website, which is ang pinoygamer.ph. And to join our discussion, we are available every Friday or Saturday sa Pinoy Gamer Twitch channel. Alam ko, live din ba tayo sa YouTube ngayon? And Kick?
Hindi ko alam.
And sa aking Shell Valete Facebook page, kung saan namin ginagawa ang aming live recording. At
I like
sa mga,
these guys. These guys are good job. Wouldn't you say? These guys are
mga yan, kainin nyo din yung mga yan. Man of culture. And kung gusto nyong maging guest, of course gusto namin magkaroon ng guest tulad din nila sa tayo Miss Gamer. Let us know para ma-arrange po namin to. And yung mga shoutouts na binigyan namin kanina. So, again, I would like to introduce my co-host, Sai.
Hi guys, it's 50% girl dad, 50% stay-at-home husband, 100% geek. Thank you.
And I'm Shell Balete, aka Pearly Shell, ang inyong correspondent dito sa Pinoy Gamer. Single pa rin ngayon 2025. Natawa siya. And, ayun nga, you can also support me by checking my
Who
social
knows?
media.
Maybe not for long. Maybe not for long.
Ay, ganun.
Kinilig siya.
Alam ko, hindi. Just search for my social media, search for Shell Valete or Pearly Shell sa mga social media. And thank you so much for guesting. We appreciate. Thank you so much.
Again.
Oh, we
On
forgot
be-
to do the tagline for Joe.
Hey,
Let's do the
on-
tagline.
Yeah, Joe, you do it so much better than I do. Go ahead.
All right. And as always, our games and our bodies may grow out of date, but our gaming experiences will forever remain. Hey!
Timeless.
Timeless.
Thanks so much, everybody. And thanks so much, you guys, for getting us. Maraming salamat talaga.
Ayun, of
Thank you
course.
so much. Pinoy
Yes.
Gamer Podcast.
Kay Joel, may ano pa ba kayo?
No, we're good. We're good. Thank you very much. And send us your content. Lay off the dick pics, guys. Okay.
Jo, anything
I think
you
that's
wanna
it.
share? Okay. And of course, si Zero.
Yes, nga pala share yung OJT for today. Yung nga pala itong Timeless Gamer collaboration na to, I think more than a month in the making to eh.
We're
Yeah,
waiting
that's
for
all
Sir
my
Joel to be
Yeah, that's
available.
absolutely all my fault, honestly. Because again, I had to take a day off for you guys because of the fact
Pero
that I wanted so much to be within this show.
We
Maraming salamat.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Although,
pero yan-
Thank
just
you.
to plug the show, we're also doing the for tomorrow, Saturday, 9 p.m. Manila time.
Yes.
We're doing we're gonna talk about video games featuring big giant robots mecha.
Mecha.
Zero.
Yeah.
Omega.
Zero.
Zero.
So a
And
little
then,
preview.
Nag-i-edit ako
and then
bukas
after
eh.
that, next Saturday, November 1st, we're gonna do a movie review, the very first Resident Evil, starring Mila Jovovich. Our Halloween special.
Nice.
Oh.